Now I'm on. Okay. Thank you everyone for being here tonight. And for those who are going to listen later, it takes a lot to become an educated voter. So truly thank you for your time and the effort that you're putting into your vote. As she said, I'm Cyan Bosu. I am currently sitting on the City Council. I was appointed in January of this year to fulfill a seat that someone had resigned from. Just a little bit about myself. I was born and raised here in Ottumwa, Iowa. I'm raising my small family in Ottumwa, Iowa as well. When I was 18 years old, I bought into a nail salon business here in town. I'm a co-owner of that, and so I have a vested interest in our economy here. I was previously an educator for the Ottumwa School District, and now I work at Ottumwa Job Corps, which is fairly new, but I'm enjoying my time there. During the time that I have been on council, I would like to think that I have contributed to a lot of those things that I said I would do. One of my platform items was housing development, and if you have watched our City Council meeting this last Tuesday, we are almost halfway to completing our goal in our plan to create more affordable housing and market rate housing that the community has requested from us. And I have contributed to that, so that's something I am proud to say. I've also made efforts towards economic development. At this last council meeting as well, we voted for a sprinkler item that is going to help our downtown district and many other economic districts in our community continue to grow. And I hope to continue to find more ways to grow our economy and help kind of solve some of the issues that we're all here tonight to learn about. Something that I have mentioned in any interview that I have been doing, since we've been interviewed a lot lately in this last month, is the work that we do on our boards and commissions. You know, we have a lot of decisions that we make on our city council agendas and our board of health agendas and our solid waste agendas, but a lot of the work that we do on council is the nitty-gritty stuff in our boards and commissions. And I actually see a few of our board and commission members in our audience today, so thank you for being here and continuing to put effort into our city. I'm on two boards and commissions. One is the Human Rights Commission and the other is the Historic Preservation Commission. I requested to be on those. We got a choice, and both of these are areas in our community that are near and dear to my heart. And so we are making lots of progress in those commissions, and it's not really in due part to me. I help in every way that I can, but the commission members are passionate about what they do, and I always encourage people to find an empty slot and get involved with their community and do something. Moving forward on from today and until the end of December and hopefully until January of 26, I hope to continue to help grow the economy in our community, to find creative ways to build up our revenue as well as finding some more uncomfortable ways to cut some of those expenditures as well. I hope that what people take away from me is that I genuinely love my community. You know, I know I'm young, I'm 24, I'm the youngest council person that Ottumwa has had, but I have shown my worth, I have shown my effort. I am passionate about helping our community. I'm raising my family here, and I want to be able to say I'm proud to raise my family in Ottumwa, and I want other young people to say they're proud to raise their families here too. So I hope that my passion for Ottumwa is evident when you go to the polls on September 10th. And I know we can't answer questions up here tonight. I was really prepared to answer some questions. So if you feel the need, stop me after this. I'd love to talk with you and get to know you and answer any questions that you might have. So again, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for educating yourself, and I'll see you at the polls on September 10th.
Okay, Dan Reed.
Thank you, Cyan. I think she has amazing poise and presence for her age. I don't think at 24 I would have had that. Some things that, three things that I want to focus on, and I realize I'm coming into this green. I've never served on the council, of course, so I have a lot of things to learn. There's a lot of things I'm not versed in. But I do want to focus on our fiscal fiscal responsibility, that's important, and I appreciate what was mentioned tonight, and I realize it takes a balance of things. There's no easy answers. If it was easy, it'd already be solved, taken care of. It takes work, I understand that. We do want to improve our streets and infrastructure. That's so important. If you own a home, if you own a property, it's constant work, constant investment of money. What are you going to spend on? What are you going to do to make things work out? And so I understand that takes a balance. And again, it takes a lot of work to figure that out. It's not necessarily easy answers. Public safety and security in our neighborhoods, quality of life things. I appreciated some of the things that were mentioned about the trail system and many of the good things we have here in Ottumwa. And I like to emphasize those quality things. I've been back in Ottumwa now for 32 years. And so I consider Ottumwa my hometown. I was born here, but we moved away in 1973. Some of you remember John Morrell closed down. My dad took a transfer to work in the Sioux Falls plant. We lived in Brandon, which was a suburb of Sioux Falls. But since then, going off to college and working in Quincy, Illinois, actually for 10 years, teaching school, and then back here since '92. So I enjoy Ottumwa, and one of the things that I'm concerned about, one of the things I noticed when I first came back to town, was there were people who, just use an example, somebody that I knew, an older person, needed to get to their doctor, and I said, oh, no problem, I'll help you get to your doctor. Where are we going? And they said, Bloomfield. I said, why are we going to Bloomfield? And my thing is I want Ottumwans to appreciate Ottumwa and use Ottumwa. I like Ottumwa. I've had 3 surgeries at Ottumwa Hospital. They've all gone as good as they could go, I think. They forgot to put the bionics in with the replacement hip, but that's the only problem. They did a perfect job. Everything went fine. And I like the idea of, we talk about the local option sales and service tax. More money comes here when we buy here, when we work here. And so I appreciate the emphasis on that and the work on that you people have done. I want Ottumwa to be strengthened to the point where our children, our grandchildren, don't feel like they've got to go someplace else to find a quality job and be able to follow the American dream. I want them to be able to be right here and feel that they can find that here. And so, again, it's easy to throw those things out, and I realize it's line upon line, precept. It takes time to build that up. It doesn't just happen. But I believe that Ottumwa, from 1973, when rails closed, Ottumwa was going through terrible. I'm sure it was a terrible time. Obviously, we were leaving, sold a 36-acre farm out in the country for $28,000, and we were gone. Property values were down, things were tough, but the key is Ottumwa came through that, and I believe Ottumwa is doing good these days, and I enjoy being in Ottumwa. I appreciate what we have and the options we have here. And so I do look to be a conservative voice on the council. I believe the things that have helped America be great down through the years will help us. We do need to be people that live by principles of hard work and taking care of ourselves, fiscal responsibility, like we said, being people that take personal responsibility. Listen, Ottumwa is our town. Nobody's going to fix it but us. Nobody's going to help us. Maybe this slide might help us here. Nobody's going to help Ottumwa be good except us. We've got to be the one that works on it. And so I don't know what you think about this illustration. Ottumwa is our Garden of Eden. This is where God's put us. And God said to those in the garden, He said, I want you to dress it, care for it, gave them work to do, but they needed to take care of it. Now, Ottumwa's not perfect, no place is, this isn't heaven, but we need to take care of our place where God's put us.